Hey everyone, what's going on? We are officially in week 5 of our thyroid transformation challenge, which is running for 6 weeks. If you want to follow along and see the foods I'm eating and the workouts I'm doing, make sure to head on over to my Instagram and follow me there, okay? If you want any more information about hypothyroidism or fitness, meal plans, supplements, etc., make sure to check out my other content as well as my website where I have written a couple of ebooks for you guys, and most of them are free or really cheap. Last week was week 4 of my thyroid transformation challenge, and I have to tell you it was the toughest of all the weeks because I got my period. Now I have been tracking my period for years. It is fairly consistent in terms of like its timing and all that sort of stuff. However, there are certain qualities of my period I really wish I could unsubscribe from. My cramps are horrible. Sometimes they can last the entire length of my period as well as a couple days prior. In addition to this, I get severe bloating. I gain anywhere between 4 to 6 pounds on average every single month. I don't really move around a lot. I can't do much. It's physically debilitating, and that mentally frustrates me, and that vicious cycle just continues for days and days. And so for that reason, week 4 on the 6-week thyroid transformation challenge on my Instagram account is a fairly quiet week. In this video, I want to share with you guys some simple tips and tricks that have actually helped really soften the blow of how intense my period can be, and I have really started to notice a difference over the last few months. Now this month, because I've been doing the thyroid transformation challenge and I've really focused on my mental as well as my physical well-being, I think it's really made a difference in my period, and I'm not sure if it's a placebo. So everything I'm about to tell you guys is just from personal experience. I wish I had scientific proof to back up the stuff I am saying, but I don't. So take what you want and leave what you don't want out of this video, okay? It's completely up to you. What's the first thing? Hold on. Number 1, the best thing that you can do is make sure you are nourishing your body. Several months ago, I started taking evening primrose oil. Now this was something that was prescribed to me when I was much younger by an actual doctor because I would have really bad cramps. I wish I could remember the actual reason I was given this as a prescription and how they helped me at that time, but it was just something that kind of like came to me one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try and take this again. I also have extremely dry skin, so I'm gonna see what it does. Now it's almost been about 6 months that I've been fairly consistently taking evening primrose oil every evening because it's in the name, right? And I have noticed over the months my cramps have gotten less severe. In addition to this, I have also been eating, I always eat healthy, so I don't know if these things are working together or if it's just the evening primrose oil, but I've also noticed a difference in my skin and in my overall cramps. So I'm not sure what the science is. I tried to find a couple of research-based papers around this, and they were all like, yeah, no, there's no link between the two. And I'm like, I swear to God, there's something there. And so if anyone knows of a legitimate study or paper that I can read about this to support what I'm really feeling, please tell me, because otherwise maybe it's just a placebo. If you are anemic, make sure you take your iron supplements or your folic acid, whichever has been prescribed to you. Make sure you are taking vitamin C as well as vitamin B with it as well, both of which can really help in the absorption of iron, and vitamin B can really help with anemia as well. This is something I talked about in my supplements video for hypothyroidism, and I heavily recommend you add this to your supplement intake, your supplement box for the day. These have also really helped to minimize my overall bleeding, because when you are anemic or you have a deficiency, it actually also increases the amount you bleed. And so the more you bleed, the more you're deficient, and then the more unwell you feel, and then the more deficient you are, and then the more you bleed, and it's just all like, ugh, I just hit my nose. Get out of that cycle by taking care of your body. If you are not sure if you have low iron levels, just go to your doctor or walk-in clinic and get your blood work done and request that they check your iron levels. During my period, I know the average person tends to crave chocolate. I crave salt. Like, I want the saltiest salty soup with extra salt on it. The way that I've addressed that is by finding healthier alternatives to saltier snacks. Some of my favorite go-to saltier snacks are just plain salted popcorn. You can either pop the kernels yourself and sprinkle some Himalaya salt on there. If you live close to a farm boy, I heavily recommend buying their big pack of like their Himalaya salted popcorn. It is so good. Other than that, the other snack I really tend to feed on during my period is also seaweed chips. If you have a sweet tooth, I would really recommend something like a nice dark chocolate. So you want something that's rich in cacao, not cocoa, because dark chocolate is also a very good antioxidant, and that's going to be good for your thyroid if you have any thyroid issues. I'm losing track of what I'm saying. If you want chocolate flavored stuff, you can have a chocolate protein shake, make yourself a chia seed pudding, add some berries in there, and even dates. I mean, you can go on a date, but I mean, I don't know if that's possible right now, but I'm talking about the, like, you know, date. What are the things you can also add into your life that you can add into your cart on Amazon that will help your period out? Number one, get yourself a heating pad. Now, I'm talking about the electric heating pad. I don't know why it took me so many years to realize I don't have to keep filling up a hot water bottle and then it cools down and then I have to get up and boil water every few minutes, and I hate it, and I have to listen to that water like swishing around, and then it makes me have to pee. Why did I not know about electric heating pads before? You can buy them. They're very affordable. I think they're around $20-$30. I got mine off Amazon. The good thing is that most heating pads automatically shut off. So if you happen to fall asleep or anything, you don't have to worry. I mean, I still wouldn't recommend it because I don't know if they accidentally set on fire and like I get paranoid. But if you're just chilling on the couch and watching TV or working from your bed, or you're sitting at your work desk, you can just kind of like, I tuck it into my pajamas and I just have it there either in the front or in my lower back, and it really helps me out. And I love that it has a timer so that my skin doesn't like burn or get too hot. And this way you are just making this period during your period a little bit more easier and less inconvenient because you're not having to move around so much, and you can just kind of like rest. The last thing, I think that's the last thing, hold on. The last and the most important thing that I would heavily recommend that all of you guys do get are a pair of period panties. Now, these are new. I didn't take them out of the pack yet, just in case people were like, ew, are they used? Like, no. I literally bought a new pair just so I can show it to you guys on YouTube. Let me put this down. Period panties are incredible, okay? They're amazing. I have tried quite a few brands, and I'm not particularly a big fan of the brand Thinks. I find they're a little bit tight, they dig into my belly, and they leak. I have about 5 or 6 pairs of them. You use them, you rinse them in cold water, or you can just throw them in your machine, wash them in a cold cycle, and then you hang them to dry. They're absolutely life-changing. You can wear them on their own if you are having a lighter day or you are like kind of nearing the end of your period. I wear them to bed towards the end. You can also wear them in the beginning when you think your period is coming and you're like, oh, you know, you're like talking to someone and you're like, yeah, and you're not sure. You can slip them on when you feel like your period is coming, and you don't have to worry about anything, and you don't have to keep running to the bathroom every 5 minutes to like just check. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know if I'm the only person who does that. They don't make that weird like whoosh whoosh sound. They don't look like a diaper like when you have them on, like when I wear leggings, and you guys have seen my lifting videos on Instagram. You can't tell when I'm wearing them. I mean, like, don't zoom in and look for it, but like you generally can't tell. And they're very comfortable, and they make your period a little bit less stressful in that way, where you're not constantly like, oh, like you're touching your butt and you're trying to feel around, and it's like, so this is what they look like. I am a medium or a 6 at Lulu, but I buy a large in these. So look, this is how stretchy they are. See that? That's how stretchy they are. And they're super like soft. They are seamless. It's like that nylon spandexy material. Hey, look at that. It is nylon and spandex. So the brand, like I said, is called Anakin. It also says Ava Wear. If I show you on the inside, that's all it is. This is the sound. There's nothing there. They're not thick at all. Okay. They just look like a normal bikini. Look. Okay, they're super comfortable. There's a little lace. It doesn't dig into your thighs at all. They don't leak through. I haven't had leakage through the sides. They're super, super comfortable. These are by far my favorite pair on all of Amazon. I absolutely love them. If you can see here, there's like that waterproof layer, and that's kind of why you don't want to put them in the dryer, because it will ruin this. And then outside of that, they have like a, I think it's cotton. Yeah, it's a cotton, and that will absorb any kind of leakage or your period blood if you wear them on their own. They're super, 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 super helpful, and I would really recommend that you check it out. That's it. Okay guys, so that is everything for this video. I know it's a little bit different, but I hope this helps you guys out. If you try any of the stuff that I'm talking about, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what helps you guys out, and make sure you share your tips and tricks for your period down below so that all of us can check them out, and maybe there's something new we can try out. And if you like this video or any of my other content, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because it really, really means a lot. Until next time, thank you so, so much for watching, and think strong always, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.